The laughter struck like a slap across the room. Sharp, loud, and cruel. "Hey, sweetheart, what happened to your face? Lose a fight with your own frying pan." The words hung heavy, pulling every eye toward the young waitress as she set a plate of food on the table. Samantha did not flinch, though the blood rushed to her ears, her throat tightening. She straightened quietly, as if her silence could build walls tall enough to protect her. The two men at the corner booth smirked, their voices loud enough to ensure the whole cafe heard. "Maybe the bacon fought back this time," one added, snorting, as though he'd said something clever. Samantha turned away, her face a map of old, rough scars that had long stopped healing. She didn't bother defending herself. She had learned long ago that words were wasted on people who only saw what was skin deep. That a man sitting alone near the window set down his coffee, his gaze following Samantha's quiet retreat behind the counter. His weathered hands, strong despite their age, trembled as he adjusted the worn cap on his head. The emblem stitched into the fabric had faded, but the memory it held remained sharp as the day it was earned. His eyes dropped to the waitress's wrist, just visible beneath her rolled sleeve, a small tattoo. Faint, but unmistakable .27 Bravo. His heart clenched. He hadn't seen that unit mark in years. Samantha moved mechanically, wiping the counter, pouring coffee, pretending not to feel the weight of the room pressing in on her. But her mind wandered to a desert sky, where the scent of burning oil mixed with sweat and sand, where adrenaline drowned out fear, where she had once been Doc Sam, the combat medic who ran toward the explosions 5 years ago. She had promised Captain Daniel Reeves she would get them all home. She had saved 5 that day, but one didn't make it. The one she had sworn, with her bloodied hands and breaking voice, to never leave behind. The fire had taken him. It had taken part of her, too. Her skin, her confidence, her belief that she was still worthy. The hospital sent her home, with new scars and no mission. So she hid behind the clatter of dishes and the steady routine of a coffee shop where no one knew who she had once been. The old man's throat tightened. He knew this story. He had lived versions of it himself. Quiet heroes, walking among strangers, their battles dismissed by those who had never heard gunfire or buried a friend. The men at the booth hadn't finished as Samantha passed again. One stuck out his foot, catching her ankle just enough to make her stumble. Coffee splashed onto her wrist, seeping through the fabric. "Careful, soldier," the man jeered. "Don't lose another battle." Her chest rose with a trembling breath. Still, she did not speak. The old man reached for his phone and sent a message to a number he hadn't used in years. "She's here." Minutes passed. Then the door chimed as one, then another, and then several more people quietly entered the cafe. Some wore uniforms, others civilian clothes, but they carried themselves with the unmistakable bearing of those who had served. The laughter at the corner booth faltered as the room filled with silent witnesses. Men and women scarred like her. Strangers who were not strangers at all. One of them, a woman with silver hair and a steady limp, approached Samantha and placed a folded American flag on the counter. "Captain Reeves wanted you to have this. Said you carried us all home." Samantha's breath caught. Her silence cracked. "I thought I failed him," she whispered, the weight of years pressing against her chest. The old man rose, his voice firm but kind. "Heroes don't have to be perfect. They just have to come home." He turned to the men at the booth, now shrinking in their seats, pale and quiet. "You see scars. We see battlefields survived. You see a waitress. We see a hero who never needed your permission to be one." The men stood, their bravado gone, their words failing them as they left in hurried shame. The veterans, one by one, stepped forward, placing tokens of service, patches, coins, ribbons, on the counter in front of Samantha. Without fanfare, without words, they honored her, and for the first time in years, she allowed herself to stand tall, her sleeves no longer hiding the tattoo. Some heroes wear aprons. Some carry coffee pots instead of rifles. But they never stop serving. You may walk past them today, but you will carry the weight of their story forever. There are battles we never see, and warriors we pass without knowing. Sometimes, the strongest voices are the ones that never need to shout. Asterisk let us know that. Backhand index pointing right. Where are you watching from? Backhand index pointing right. Have you ever met a silent hero? Backhand index pointing right. Share your story in the comments. and subscribe for more stories that honor those who carry unseen scars.